Hi everyone, I hope you can hear me now. So we are live at the moment. So let me check a couple of places. Yes, okay. So today is our third class, and this is what we are doing is we are choosing GCSE topics and taking the harder questions and discussing for the next 1 hour. So we have completed algebra, algebraic fractions, completing the square, quadratic solving equation, a little bit harder solving equations and everything. So if you miss those two classes, you can go to the description of this video. It's going to be published in our playlist in the next 45 minutes. And in the description section, you can see the links for the first and second classes, right? So today is our third class, and what we are going to do is we are going to aim to do some trigonometric questions, right? So today we are aiming to finish cosine rule, sine rule, area of the triangle using the trigonometric formula, 2D Pythagoras, 3D Pythagoras, and angles between the planes. Anything to do with trigonometry we are going to discussing today. So if you can see the board behind me, that is the whole topic going to be coming in our GCSE topic section, and we have nailed a couple of algebra sections last two classes, and today we are going to do trigonometric 2D and 3D ratios. Having said that, so when you are doing with the trigonometry angles related problems, you may need to be familiar with the bearings, a topic called bearings you need to be familiar with. So when the question comes, I will help you. We are going to do the trigonometric equations and all the trigonometric related problems today and the coming Wednesday. So today and the Wednesday streaming, we are going to do the trigonometric, and the Friday we will start vector, harder vector equations, right? Right, so let's start with the first question. So hope our question number is starting from 26, which means we already completed the 25 questions, right? So please look back and go through the two tutorials for the first 25 questions. Let's start with this one today. And the first question is all about the diagram shows two right angles, triangles DEF and EFG, right? Work out the length EG. So work out the length EG. So that is the question in three significant figures. So first of all, you need to understand what this all about. So they are asking you to find out the length of EG. So EG is the question. But if you look at this triangle, you don't have any sides as a length, right? You need to find out this one, EF question mark. So you need to first of all find the EF, right? So let's start with the EF. So if you look back the cosine of 40 in the triangle, so if I put triangle DEF, right? So I must admit you must familiar with trigonometric rules. The trigonometric rules I am talking about today, SOH, CAH, TOA, SOHCAHTOA. So what is SOHCAHTOA? SOHCAHTOA is the kind of a short abbreviation for the trigonometric formula. Sine stand for opposite over hypotenuse, cos stand for adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan stand for opposite over adjacent. In this equation, let me draw that clearly for you. So the equation I am drawing for this triangle, the one I am highlighting with the green color pen, so that is the triangle I am aiming at. So that 12 centimeter is the hypotenuse side. How do I know that is the hypotenuse side? Because this is opposite to the 90 degrees. So I mark that as a H. Now this 40 degrees is the given angle. The adjacent side is the question I need to find out, right? So A and H, related by car. Car stand for cosine. So cosine of 40, adjacent is EF over 12, right? So now what I want to do is I need to cross multiply EF times 1. So EF equal 12 times cos 40. So from that you can find out the EF as in the cosine. So I'm just going to be using my calculator. So have a look of this one. So I'm just going to be quickly go through my calculator. So in the calculators, I'm going to be pressing the 12 times cos 40. So you need to be familiar with 12 times cos 40. So 12 times cos 40. So that is the answer, 9.1925. 9.1925. So 9.1925. So I already find the answer for EF. So then now I am going to be move on to the triangle EFG, right? So look at the marks given for this question. It is 4 marker. So the 4 marker means you should provide the necessary working out. In the triangle EFG, if you carefully look, this is the given angle. Opposite is given, so that is the opposite. And this is the adjacent is the question. So opposite and adjacent is given by the tangent. So tangent 28, tan 28, it's equal to opposite, which is the 9.1925, and adjacent is EF, sorry, EG, right? So tan 28, please trying to remember how the tan formula works. So tan is opposite over adjacent. So tan 28 equal opposite over adjacent is EG, right? So tan 28 over 1 cross multiply. So EG tan 28 equal 9.1925. So EG, you can find out 9.1925 divided by tan 28. That's all you need to do, right? So I'm just going to be work out the answer here. So the EG, they're asking in a 3 significant figure. So I'm just going to be using the calculator again. So in the calculator, so I'm going to be using the fraction button, this one. So 9.1925, and use the arrow key to go down, and tangent of 28, close the brackets and press the calculator, 17.288, but they're asking 3 significant figures, 17.3. So that is the answer, 17.3 to 3SF, right? Please remember to show the working out and double line all your answers and making sure you show the clear handwriting, right? So moving on to the question number 27. Again, another trigonometric question. Here is a right angle triangle and a 3 marker. So the reason why I put this question, just to familiar with the process. What is the process we are talking about? So SOH, CAH, TOA, SOHCAHTOA. What does that mean? That is the abbreviation, short abbreviation for the trigonometric formula. So the three trigonometric formulas, sine, cosine and tan, combined like this. So sine is O over H, opposite over hypotenuse. Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. Tangent is opposite over adjacent. So now what is the question? Calculate the length of the PQ. If you look at PQ is the question mark. PQ is the hypotenuse of this triangle. How do I know hypotenuse? Because it is opposite to the 90 degrees. So opposite to the 90 degrees is the longest side of the right angle triangle, which is the hypotenuse. Right now, that is the I'm marking as a H. And for the given angle, this is the nearby angle, which is we called as a adjacent. Adjacent means nearby. So A and H, this is the equation. Why that is the equation? A and H is related by cosine. So cosine 63 equal adjacent is 24.3 and hypotenuse is PQ, right? Careful doing this question. You need to be familiar with the cross multiplication. So PQ times cosine 63 equal 24.3. So now you need to make PQ as a subject 24.3. Please excuse me for my handwriting. So I'm trying to do this in a kind of a writing pad. I mean electronic writing pad, but sometimes my wording will be wobbly. Just to please excuse me. So that is the answer, 24.3 divided by cosine 63. So it's matter of pressing the calculator. So just, sorry, my calculator giving some licensing issue. Right, so just to make sure we press it quickly. So 24.3 divided by cosine 63 and bracket close, and the answer is 53.5. So 53.5 is the correct answer. So 53.5 to 3SF. That's what they asked for, 53.5. So that is straightforward trigonometric equation. The next one, question number 28, look at the marks, right? So look at the marks, is the 5 marker. So 5 marker means please spend at least 4 to 5 minutes to make sure you do this one question to grab that 5 marker, right? Just to quickly go through, what is this shape? Parallelogram. So parallelogram means you need to be understanding the diagonals bisect, or just split the entire parallelogram into 2 halves, right? So EF 9.3, FG 14.7, everything is given, angle is given. Work out the area of the parallelogram to 3 significant figures. The idea behind this question, right? They tested the people know how to find the area of the triangle using the trigonometric equation, right? As a GCSE students, you from the year 10, you will study an equation, area of a triangle, right? Area of a triangle. Let me write that one for you. Area of triangle equal half times AB sine C or sine theta. So area of the triangle, so area of EFG equal half times 9.3 times 14.7 times sine of 106, right? So it's matter of pressing the calculator to get the answer. Let's say that is the answer. And now what I want to do is actually area of the parallelogram. So area of the EFGH 2 times of triangle EFG, right? Hope you understand that theory. Why is that? So if you draw a diagonal, that diagonal split the parallelogram into 2 halves. So if I find the answer, let me quickly take my calculator to press the answer. So have a look of this one, how I am going to do that calculator. So here I know it's the half is 0.5. So 0.5 times by 9.3 and times by 14.7 and times by sine 106, right? And now your answer is 65.7, right? 65.707. So that is the answer, 65.707. I believe that is the answer. So 2 times of that answer and you will get the correct thing, right? Just accidentally I closed my calculator, so sorry for that. So 65.707 times by twice of that, 131.414. So 131.414 centimeter squared. So nice and easy question for that. So pretty much I'm sure that means you grabbed more than 3 marks. So 2 to 3 marks you already grabbed. Work out the length of the diagonal EG. So they're asking diagonal EG of the parallelogram for a 3 significant figure, right? So have a look of this EG. So squared, EG squared is equal to EF squared plus FG squared minus 2 times EF times FG times cosine of 106, right? We call this as a cosine rule, right? So we call this as a cosine rule, as you know. This is the, give me 1 second. Right, so you need to understand how to substitute EF. So EF is 9.3 squared plus 14.7 squared minus 2 times 9.3 times 14.7 times cosine 106, right? So straightforward cosine rule. I will tell you where things can go wrong. During the exam tension, you may, forgot to take the square root for that at that exam time. Please make sure once you find out the answer for the answer. So let me quickly do that for you. So EF, so how I'm going to do is 9.3 squared. And please familiarize with the calculator operation. That is very important. Some of my students don't know how to press the calculators effectively. I'm preparing for a kind of a separate video to make sure that you press the correct button to do the calculation effectively. So there are some options in this calculator. You can do the simultaneous equation and quadratic equation very quickly. So I will produce another video for that. So that is the cosine rule I entered. So you got 377, right? By having that answer, by common sense that can't be 377 can't be right. So square root, don't worry, press the answer, square root of answer 19.44, and that is the answer, 19.4. So EG 19.4 centimeter. That is the realistic answer instead of 377 or whatever. Right? So make sure in this question 5 marks given for use of cosine rule and use of triangles area equation. Please make sure you remember that equation, half AB sine theta, that is the area equation. And cosine rule, make sure you use the cosine rule, apply it properly. So A squared equal B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos theta. So you need to apply that one effectively. So we are moving on to the question number 29. Look at the question. It's 3 marker. I'm not going to be spending too much of time on this one. A straightforward question. Reason why I put this question to show you how to find an angle. So in order to find an angle, you need to find the inverse trigonometry. What is inverse trigonometry? Let me help you. So this angle, opposite of this angle is O, and this is adjacent. So O and A is, if you write the Soka-Tova equation, so SOH, Ka, CAH, TOA, right? So O and A related by Tova, right? So tan X equal opposite over adjacent. So opposite is 3.4, over adjacent is 4.7. So X equal tan inverse 3.4 over 4.7, and that is the answer. Do you believe that 3 marker within few seconds, right? So let me quickly show you how to do the calculator method for doing this question. So I recommend you to bring this calculator. This is the FX991EX. It's very effective calculator. I will talk about this calculator in the next video. The reason why I'm not working for Casio or I'm not working for Amazon to promote this purchase through the Amazon, but the reason why I have been using this calculator for the last 2.5 years, and also the recent CG50 graphical calculator for my A-level students more effectively. But this calculator recognized and approved by all the examination board to make use of during the exams, right? So if you're a GCSE students, you have one paper is a non-calculator. You must do the exam without the calculator, of course. And the paper 2 and paper 3, it's a calculator paper, right? So you can bring the other calculators like Casio 83 or Casio 85T. It's absolutely fine. But the reason why I am pressing you to buy this Casio 991EX, it is amazing. There are some computer algorithm fed into the calculator and formulas and everything's keyed in, but it's examination approved. So you can't take the working out, but only thing, worst case scenario, you can check the answer by inputting the simultaneous equation on quadratic equation values and find out the answer properly to make sure your answer you got from your working out is correct, right? So I have a separate video and I will post it today, tomorrow to explain that one. So I'm going to be showing you how to do the inverse function. All what you want to do is shift button and tan. You can see the tan inverse coming. So inverse means you are finding an angle. So tan inverse and press the fraction button and 3.4 on the top, arrow key 4.7 at the bottom, and close that inverse function with a closed brackets and press the equal sign and you will get 35.9. So that is the answer. So 35.9 to the 1 decimal place, right? So that is the answer for the question number 29, and we are moving on to the question number 30, right? So I have no idea why I picked this question, and let's read on, right? So this question, what we are learning is actually today, it could be a Pythagoras theorem. It could be a 2D Pythagoras, or it could be a 3D Pythagoras, or it could be a trigonometry standard or advanced trigonometry. What we are learning is a sine rule, cosine rule, and area equation. Or it could be a bearing related question, right? So this is a combined together, is a one topic, right? So now question number 30 is all about the diagram shows an isosceles triangle. We all know isosceles triangle is the two equal sides and the base angles are equal. So this angle here equal to this angle, right? And what else they are giving? They haven't given anything. Work out the area of the triangle. There are lots of ways you can do this question, right? I am going to do the most effective way, easiest way, right? I will tell you the other methods, right? One student can be doing, so I can put a theta here in between these two sides, and I can find the theta by using the cosine rule, right? So theta can be found by a cosine rule. After you find the cosine rule, you can do the area equation. Area equal half times 8.5 times 8.5 times and sine theta. To be honest with you, there are lots of works, right? 4 marker, I need to use 2 equations to get the answer. What I am going to do, and just to most effective and easiest way. If I drop this line from the vertex to the base side, and this is 90 degrees. I hope you understand that one, because isosceles triangle, and you need to write that one in the examiner, making sure he understood this is the equal sides. So you can label that as your preference. This is A and B and C, right? And say, let's say this is C, right? So BM perpendicular to AC. So therefore AM equal MC equal 4 centimeter, right? So now I can find the BM squared, right? Now BM question, right? So Pythagoras theorem, BC squared equal BM squared plus mc squared. You can do that, right? It is very easy using the Pythagoras theorem instead of your advanced trigonometry and sine rule and cosine rule, all this one, right? So bm squared is the question mark. So bm is the question mark and plus 4 squared. So I'm going to write here. So bm equal square root of 8.5 squared minus 4 squared, right? So now use your calculator, right? So just my calculator is giving like some licensing message. So I have to renew that. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to be, it will be up and running in a minute. Right, so it is available now. Right, so what I'm going to do is square root 8.5 squared minus 4 squared, and that is 15 over 2 and decimal 7.5. Cool, right? So that is 7.5. We already found BM, right? So now area of the triangle ABC equal half times base times height 7.5. So half times 8 is 4 times 7.5 is 2830 centimeters squared, right? So one Pythagoras theorem and a straightforward area equation gives the answer. That is perfect. So we are moving on to the question number 31. Right. So 5 marker, right? Look at the question. It looks like a 3-dimensional. Make sure this is where the 3D Pythagoras, 3D trigonometry comes into the play, right? So let's read the question. The diagram shows cuboid of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. AB is given, AH is given, and they are talking about, carefully read the next sentence. The size of the angle CH with ABCD plane is 35. This is what you need to understand. So I'm going to be draw a line C to H, right? And that C to H making an angle with the plane. The bottom plane is the ABCD plane and the CH is the line. This is the angle they are talking about, 35 degrees, right? So 35 degrees is, this is the angle, right? And I have no knowledge. This is the 4 centimeter. Right, that gives a bell. So if I put this diagonal as x, so let AC equal x, right? Now, use of trigonometry, standard trigonometric equations. If you can see 35 opposite, this is opposite and this is adjacent, right? So opposite and adjacent is, what is the trigonometric formula? Tangent. So tan equal tan 35 degrees, I put that in angle, equal 4 opposite over x. And now I'm going to do the cross multiply. So x tan 35 equal 4 and x equal 4 divided by tan 35. And now we are going to do a quick answer for this one. AC, so 4 divided by tan of 35, isn't it? And now 3 significant figure, 5.713. So 5.713. So x equal 5.713. You can keep that in the memory as an answer. Then you can continue. So once I find out that thing, now you need to consider there's a right angle triangle. You can imagine imaginary A, C, and H, right? AC is the 5.713 and AH is 4 centimeter. And we can call our friend Pythagoras theorem to help us. What is the CH? So CH equal square root of and 4 squared plus 5.713 squared. So that is the answer. So you can press the calculator to get the answer. Easy 4 to 5 marks question, that 5 marker, to be honest with you. So square root of 4 squared plus the answer, previous answer squared. So just to get the accurate answer. So I got 6.97. 6.97 is the correct answer. 6.97, right? That is the answer for the three significant figures, right? Careful with this one. In this question, they are talking about the three-dimensional trigonometry. But if you think carefully, I actually use the two-dimensional trigonometric equation, but the view is three-dimensional, but actual calculation is two-dimensional, right? There is no different equations for three-dimensional Pythagoras or trigonometry. All that Sokolov and the cosine rule and the sine rule and the area equation. Moving on to the question number 32. So question number 32 is, the diagram is given. Read the question. The diagram shows trapezium ABCD in which AD parallel to BC. So this is parallel to this one. Now, the trapezium has exactly one line of symmetry. Very important, right? So one line of symmetry means if I draw a line of symmetry like this, that everything identical, my right hand side and left hand side. Why they're giving that one? Basically this angle and this angle equal, and this angle equal. That is the reason they are giving that line of symmetry thing, right? I'm just taking this unwanted drawings from the diagram. Now I'm keep reading that one. BC 8.4 and AD 17.6. The trapezium has the area. So the trapezium's full area is 179.4 centimeter square, right? And work out the size of the angle ABC. Work out the size of the angle ABC. So they are asking, what is this angle, right? The answer in one decimal place, right? So I'm just going to be drawing a perpendicular line here and perpendicular line here, right? Now I'm just going to be mark this as a MN. In your exam, you can label any sort of diagram and making sure that you understand the geometric idea behind this question. So they said one line of symmetry. That means, right, AM equal ND equal 17.6 minus 8.4, that divide by 2. What I'm doing there, 17.6 is the full length, right? Then take away the 8.4, which is here to here, then divide by 2 gives here and here, right? So now what you want to do is 17.6 take away 8.4. So right, so somebody have subscribed to our channel. Thank you very much for that. Right, okay, so 17.6 minus 8.4. Sorry, I'm just pressed the wrong button. I'm just going to be using the calculator again. Give me one more second. So from the 17.6, I need to be take away the 8.4 first. So from the 17.6, take away 8.4, and that gives the answer 9.2, divide by 2, and that gives the answer 4.6, right? So I'm going to be marking this as a 4.6 is here, 4.6, right? And now BM, we have no idea what is BM. So I'm going to mark BM as a H, right? So area of the trapezium is A plus B over 2 times by height, right? The area is given 179.4. A is 8.4 and B is 17.6 over 2 times by H, right? So I'm going to be do some little bit of maths, arithmetic math. I'm not going to be using the mental maths because in case if I make any careless mistake, right? So I'm adding 8.4 plus 17.6. That comes to 26. Divide by 2, 13. So 13H equal to, so I'm going to put 13H equal to 179.4. So H equal to 179.4 divide by 13. So I'm just going to be finding the answer for that. 179.4 divide by 13, and the answer is 13.8. So that is perfectly 13.8 is the height of that, right? So now what I am going to do is I can find out this angle. So if I put theta, right? So if I draw a triangle, right, like that, so that is 4.6 and this is 13.8 height, right? And now this is a right angle triangle and I can find the theta. So tan theta, look at that one. So today I picked up all the questions related to all the trigonometric equations. So tan theta opposite is 13.8 and adjacent is 4.6. And now we are going to use the inverse of tan, which is tan inverse of 13.8 divided by 4.6, right? So theta equal, right? So let's go to my calculator. So just going to be using the calculator. Shift and tan, that gives the tan inverse, and use of fraction button 13.8, arrow key 4.6, and make sure go to the right hand side and close the brackets, and that gives 71.6. 71.6 is the theta. 71.6 is this theta. So this theta is 71.6. And now I can find this one. So I'm going to put A, B, M equal 90 plus. So you can take away 90 minus 71.6, or you can take away from 180, 90 and the 71.6, and you will get the answer as 90 minus, and that is 18.4. So 18.4 is the answer for this angle. But they are asking the ABC. ABC angle 90 plus 18.4, which is, it's definitely an obtuse angle. So 108.4. So 108.4 is the correct answer for the question number 32. Hope you understand. Thanks Lee Tan for subscribing or becoming a member for our channel. Right now, question number 33. Right. The diagram shows two hot air balloon. A is the point on the base of the one of the balloons, and the B is the point on the base of the other balloon, right? So now have a look of this question, right? I'm just going to be drawing some line. So this is the baseline. So I'm just drawing a horizontal line. You can see a horizontal line I'm drawing. That is the baseline. So one hot air balloon is from A and it's going descending. It's going down, right? The position A and position B is given. So I can draw a right angle triangle there. Already I know what is this question all about. That is the 90 degrees. And 500 meters is given. The hypotenuse side is given. Right. Now slowly reading the question. The distance between the A and B is 500 meter. The angle of depression, very important, right? So when I'm explaining maybe on Wednesday, we are going to be doing some bearing questions, right? So on the bearing question, I will explain to you about what is the angle of depression and angle of elevation. Angle of elevation means you raise your head and looking somewhere. So somewhere a tall building, you are angle of elevation. Angle of depression means this baseline and the hot air balloon B position, you need to be lower your head to look down. So the angle of depression is this is the one is 23. So 23 is that is the angle, and calculate the vertical height of the A above B. So vertical height means H. So bottom line is what they given is the right angle triangle and find out this opposite side, to be honest with you. Right, I'm just oh, I found that my color is not eligible for the broadcasting colors. So there are some like a specification, like that some of the colors are not visible throughout my software, so I have to use it for the yellow. Sorry for that. So this is 90 degrees and this is 23 degrees, and the vertical height is H is the question, and this 500 meters, sorry my handwriting again going wobbly, 500 meter. So that is the hypotenuse side. Why I'm hypotenuse side? This is the opposite to the 90 degrees, and that is the opposite side is given. So opposite over hypotenuse, it's the sine. So sine of 23 degrees is opposite is H over hypotenuse 500 over 1. H times 1 is H times 500 times by sine 23. Simple as that. So basically you need to times that one. So 500 times by sin 23, close brackets. Answer to one decimal place 195.4. So 19, so H equal 194. Sorry, I lost the memory. 195.4. 195.4. 195.4. Make sure the unit is meter. That is the correct answer for the height of the vertical height between A above B. Now moving on to the question number 34, right? So look at the question number 34. ABC is an isosceles triangle. ABC is an isosceles triangle. So this question is, you have to be very careful. Don't look at this question as a normal question. This is a three-dimensional object. You need to make sure you clearly understand this question. ABC is on the table. So like ABC on the flat surface, right? The MT and the TB is the perpendicular line and the MT is the slant line, right? So let me draw a line and I will show you what they're talking about. So if I connect this B to M and this B to T and this T to B, this is actually a three-dimensional shape. Right angle triangle, standing right angle triangle. That's all about it, right? Now slowly read the question. I'm going to be working on here. Angle 140 is given. So I'm just going to be marking a couple of dimensions here. TB is 10 centimeter. That is given. So 1 second. Let me just right. This is given 140. So this is 70. This is 70. Now AB and 8 centimeter is given, right? I'm happy with that one. And TB is given. M is midpoint. So this length equal to this length. And this is the isosceles mean 90 degrees. And calculate the size of the angle between the MT and the horizontal plane ABC. So this is the angle they are asking. So this is the angle theta. This is the angle they are asking, right? Theta is the question, right? So the angle TMB is the question, right? In one decimal place, right? What I am going to do is I need to find out I take this triangle. In this triangle is the 8 centimeter is given opposite to 90 degrees, right? And 70 degrees we already know. So we have to show that to the examiner. MBC, right, is 140 degrees half, which is 70 degrees, right? Because triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle, right? Just to give some clue. So now I'm going to do in the triangle MBC heading. So I'm going to use the cosine 70. So cosine 70. Why I'm using cosine? Because this MB side is the adjacent. So adjacent side, and this is the hypotenuse side. So cosine 70 is adjacent over hypotenuse, which is 8. So over 1. So I'm not going to be write as a adjacent. I'm going to be write that as a what is the 2-letter BM or MB. So MB. So I can find the cross multiplication, and MB equal 8 times cos 70, and MB can be find out. Give me one more second. I'm just going to be before my calculator disappear. Cos 70, press the button, and the answer is 2.74. 2.74 centimeter. That is the MB, right? So now you need to be clearly understand there is a right angle triangle here, right? That is, this is M, this is B, and this is T. Bear in mind, this is 10 centimeter is given. MB, just now we find out the 2.74, and this is the theta, right? Now this is the opposite, and this is the adjacent. So all what I want to do is tan theta. So tan theta equal opposite over adjacent. So tan theta equal 10 over 2.74, and theta equal tan inverse of 10 over 2.74, right? So we have done couple of questions today in the inverse function. I will help you out to show one more time. Press the AC, shift, and tan inverse fraction button, 10 on the top, and down is 2.74, and bracket close. Oh, sorry. So I shouldn't be going right hand side, then bracket close, then equal 74.7, right? 74.7 is the correct answer. So the answer is 74.7 degrees. That is the angle. So that is the answer for the question, right? 74.7, right? So we are going to do one more questions for the today. So this is going to be my last question for today. Let me do that one quickly, and I will give some like a couple of announcement what we are going to do throughout the week. Let me quickly do this question. Looks different, right? So the examiner put this question, so people, wow, what is this one? It's kind of a 5 spikes, a right angle connected together to give a pattern. So what they are asking is the perimeter. So the examiner is like a cleverly put this question. You need to understand how to write this one. So he helped you, the examiner helped you to giving that one spike as a one right angle on its own. So the 72 degrees and 12.8 is given here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one as X and this hypotenuse as a Y, right? And now I'm going to making some couple of questions, equation. Sine 72 opposite is what? 12.8 over hypotenuse is Y. So you can cross multiply Y sine 72 equal 12.8. That gives Y equal 12.8 over sine 72. So y equal, so let me quickly do this one before my license disappear. So fraction button, I always go for this one easy. 12.8, nice, and sine 72. Always put the bracket, make sure close the bracket, and equal sign 13.459. 13.459. 13.459. There is no harm to write more decimals. Your answer will be more accurate. If you are clever enough, you can keep the answers in the memory and use the answers to calculate more accurate answer. But as long as you do the 3 significant or 3 decimal answer, that's more than enough. Don't worry about, this is not A-level exam, so GCSE exam, so that's absolutely fine. The examiner will allow your marks, full marks for the 2 decimal, 3 decimal place accuracy. As long as you fit the question asked for 3 significant figure, and you will be take a little bit more significant figures and round up at the end. Now, I already done the y. Now I need to find out the x. Either you can go for Pythagoras theorem or you can go for cosine 72 equal adjacent is x, cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, or you can go for tangent. So tan 72 equal opposite is 12.5 over x, opposite over adjacent, right? So cross multiply, so x tan 72 equal 12.8, which gives x equal 12.8 over tan 72. Unfortunately, I need to press the calculator again. So I have 3 more minutes to finish the class. I'm just trying my best to do it as quick as I can. So 12.8 arrow tan 72 bracket close and 4.159 x. Now it's the interesting part. What is the interesting part? Perimeter. Perimeter means like from year 6 you are studying from here. So all this one is going to be 12.8, right? And this one is the star mark I put. And this one is the 12.8. And this one is the 12.8. And this one is the 12.8. So this one is the 12.8. So the perimeter is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times of 12.8 plus, right? Plus. So now I need to find out what is this star mark. This star mark is, right, what is that star mark? Star mark is the y minus x. Y is the hypotenuse side and x is the small side here, right? So y minus x is, y is what? 13.459 minus x is 4.159. Sorry, I'm just writing behind me. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry, right? So I have 2 more minutes to go. So this is times by how many spikes there? So star mark 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously there should be 5, right? So that is going to be 5 times 12.8 plus y is what? 13.459 minus 4.159 times by 5. Hope you understand this, right? So now before my license expired for my calculator, press this answer quickly. So it is a calculator paper, so you don't need to worry about it. So you only need to be worried about how to press the calculator. So plus and bracket start. So 13.459 minus 4.159 bracket close and times by 5 and equal sign is, that is the answer, 110.5. And they're asking in 3 significant figure, I would say 111, right? So the answer is 111 centimeter is the perimeter, right? I done that one at 10 past 30, half past 10 now, right? So thank you very much for everyone who came to that the today's class, and we have done half of the cosine sine rule, area of the triangles, and all these ones done. And I'm going to be continue the trigonometry and bearing related questions on Wednesday same time, 9:30 to 10:30 as well, right? So if you have any friends and family around and taking GCSE this summer, please send our YouTube video link and ask them to subscribe. If they wanted to, they can unsubscribe if they want after the exam, and just to study together and make use of this time to learn some new math skill and up your grades by whatever you can, right? So I will see you everyone on Wednesday, and again Friday I will stream again with the vectors, because I'm doing more streaming this week because last week I missed a class. And I will let you know the A-level streaming very shortly. By tomorrow I will put some message on the community tab. In our YouTube channel there's a community tab. You can go and see when is the streaming happening, right? Thanks again for the subscriber and the members today sign up and paying us for our members YouTube channel. Thanks for that. And you subscribe for our 11 plus material, and thank you. Definitely we are going to be doing some 11 plus question and answer session in near future. By mid of May we are going to start every week posting some like a past paper questions done by the previous 11 plus students who can do the questions very effectively with the supervision of myself. So we will start that video session very soon, right? Thanks everyone, and good night, and see you on Wednesday. Bye now.